Mild emergency. If you want to go to the 5 to 10 miles.
How's it going, YouTube world? This is Norfolk Southern Storm along with...
Hi.
Hi.
Good evening, people of the internet.
And good evening to you too.
I'm the OG, by the way.
You are the OG.
Yes.
And on today's episode of Coaster Reviews, we're going to be going back down to Kings Island, where we're going to be reviewing one of the newer coasters that they got. It's actually very recent. It's actually only a couple of years old. We are going to be reviewing Mystic Timbers. Mystic Timbers made its debut on April 15th, 2017, so it's still very new. It is a GCI wooden coaster.
It's only like, what, 3 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only 3 years old, so it's still fairly new. Brand new. Yeet. With that said, okay, this stupid thing really. Yes, I am. And I'm hearing thunder.
Yay.
Thundering out there. Well, we got a special weather statement going on. A line of strong thunderstorms will affect eastern Richland, Medina, Ashland, and Wayne counties. Yay!
And before an SVR gets issued during the coaster review?
Well, it'll be a first. Can't say it hasn't happened in the middle of radio reviews. I mean, what?
Yeah, basically.
Or in the middle of a band scan. Remember that? I think it was the one from Illyria. Oh, no, it wasn't Illyria. It was, well, okay. It was either Illyria or Broadview Heights that our sparks kept going off.
Yeah, basically.
I think it was I think it was Broadview. No, it wasn't Broadview. It was one of those two. It was from Broadview Heights or Illyria. Illyria band scan. And then the one in Sebring was when I was in the middle of a band scan, and yeah, let's just say an SVR was being,
well,
you know.
That game is over.
What?
So that baseball game is over.
Baseball game.
Yeah.
Oh. And by the way, the Lakers won.
Yeah, not surprised.
The Lakers won the NBA championship. Honestly, they did it for Kobe.
Yeah,
I know Kobe's looking down right now. That's all I gotta say.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
back to Mystic Timbers here. We're gonna get right to it, and first feature would be the length, height, and speed. It's got 3,265 foot of track. It is 109 feet tall, and it goes at 53 miles per hour. And where'd you go? We're going to be moving on to the elements of Mystic Timber. It mainly has that chain lift hill along with, sounds and music or whatever saying, you have been warned, or get away, or this is your last chance, or, trying to tell you to turn away and all that. And then you have, your tunnels. And then, of course, at the very end, you have your shed. Along with some airtime hills. And speaking of which, this is another airtime machine at Kings Island. Definitely some good airtime moments on this one. You are literally just flying out of your seat on this roller coaster. It is just absolutely nuts. It is crazy. It is insane. Yeah, you name it. It's another airtime machine. At least from my experience. Sorry about that, because my Atwater internet decides it wants to crash on me again. It's always this laptop. I don't know why. It's always this laptop. It's never this one. It's always that one.
Again, you have a faulty Wi-Fi card.
Yeah.
That's what it's sounding like.
Yeah, most likely, because the internet on this laptop works just fine. It's always this one. So I think when I go and get it fixed, I'm gonna see if I can get a new internet card or something, or what's going on with it, or why it's doing whatever. I don't know. Anyway, moving on back to Mr. Timbers. I was mentioning about the airtime on this thing and how good it is. We're going to be moving on to the next feature, which is a theme. And it's got something to it, although not a whole lot. It's pretty much themed to like a haunted forest, or I guess you can call it that. And then you have the shed on the very end. Yes, the shed. When this ride first opened, they would always tease you with the, "What's in this shed? What's in this shed?" Moving on to the smoothness on this ride. And it is very smooth. Like, probably one of the smoothest rides in the park. And definitely the smoothest wooden coaster I've ever ridden. To this day. Of all the wooden roller coasters I've ridden, of all 4 parks that I've been to, this one's the smoothest. Hands down. GCI did a very good job with it. We're going to be moving on to the layout. It's got a very nice out and back layout. It's not too bad. It's some of it does go over water and through the trees and whatnot. It's very cool. Very cool layout. You got that forest theme and going through the forest and all that. I can imagine what a night ride on this thing would be like. I'm assuming awesome. Now, fun fact about Mystic Timber. Well, I guess you could say for the shed, it plays different music, and layouts change, and then that footage or whatever at the end changes, whether it's a haunted tree or the giant snake or whatever it is that they all have. When I was on there, I got the tree. I was just like, whatever. Not a whole lot of fun facts about this ride, just the different music and layouts and whatever of the shed. Now what I recommend? I absolutely would. Would. Get it? For a wooden coaster, it is very smooth. I mean, you want it to be because it's a new coaster. Duh. I mean, it's not terribly tall. It's not terribly fast. It's not terribly bumpy. It may have a few scratches, but other than that, well, because it's a wooden coaster. But other than that, it is very smooth. It's not terribly tall. It's not too fast. It's not too fast either. You got a lot of airtime, which brings me to my final thoughts and rating on this. Definitely one of my favorite wooden coasters I've ever ridden so far. I'm very impressed with the GCI and how they did this. So I am going to rate this a 9. It could have been a little bit better with. They could have done a little bit better with the shed. But other than that, phooey on the shed. It's an incredible roller coaster. Definitely a fan favorite for sure. One of my favorites so far. Top 3 at Kings Island. Definitely in my top 10 of all time. For sure. What are your thoughts on Mystic Timbers? Have you ever ridden it before? Would you consider riding it? Would you consider riding it? Whatever. Ah. Ridding it. Okay. Wow. Okay.
I read it. I mean, what?
So I did. I read it. I read the ride now. But
Yes.
Well, that is my review on Mystic Timbers. I hope you guys enjoyed this this devious video of mine. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this and more reviews like this. This is Norfolk Southern Storm signing out, along with
The Ridden OG.
and don't forget to subscribe to him as well.
Subscribe or else.
Hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you guys next time, whatever the heck it is that we're doing. Until then, see yas.
Stuff.
Stuff.